Hey, what's up guys? It's Saturday, November 9th, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 2019. In this video, we're going to take a close look at a craft that was noticed by a gentleman who was using the International Space Station live feed app on his iPhone when he noticed something start drifting into the field of view from the right. So he started taking screenshots until it disappeared. He sent me this video back in October, about 3.5 weeks ago. He took the video May 13th of 2019, or that's when he noticed this object on May 13th of 2019. We've also got some new sky phenomena photos to share in this video. Excellent pictures taken from all around the world. But back to this object. I don't know if this is some sort of new docking system that they're using to bring supplies up to the International Space Station or not. But here we go. We're going to take a closer look at it. But first, I want to show you guys something with regard to the app on the iPhone. I used it myself. This is a different camera, though, a different angle. Yes, you can take screenshots right there. I just took one. It allows you to save the photo to your photo gallery, and then you move on and you can take another screenshot if you like. So that was really all he had time to do when he saw this thing enter the field of view. And we're going to take a look at the video right now. This is the video from May 13th, 2019. There's the object, okay? So I take still images of this object, run it through different filters, gamma correction tests and things like that. And this thing does indeed react to light. Here I ran a little color test on it just to see if it would do anything. And sure enough, it did change color just a little bit. You can see what looked like windows on the top of this thing. Here it's reflecting light on the right hand side as the sun is over here with respect to the International Space Station and this object. You can see it is reflecting light. That tells us it is indeed there. There's a physical object there in the photograph. Here's another example of it reflecting light. I do this multiple times. Here you can see me adjusting the brightness full extreme, and it does completely disappear, but you can see the arrow's still there, right? There's a good indication that the arrow, we know, was placed in the photograph. This is in the photograph because it disappeared in the light with everything else in the photograph. The arrow did not. That tells us that this object is in fact in this video. It's in the picture. See it disappearing with the rest of the clouds and everything else in the field of view, and the arrow did not, because we know the arrow was placed in the video. So something was definitely there, very, very unique. There, when I adjusted it to full gamma correction, the arrow even disappeared, but that disappeared the object long before the arrow does. See, the object's disappeared in the light, arrow's still there. So object definitely there. Here it is in a X-ray format, and you can see it's a different color. That's how it's reacting to the filter. Here it's black. It's definitely there. Very, very unique. You can see what looked like windows on the top of it. Comes to a point over here on this side. It's curved on one edge, flat on the other. Just very, very unusual. Here's another still image, and I do some other gamma correction applications to this thing just to see how it reacts to light, to color. And yeah, it's definitely there, no doubt about it. He captured something very unique on that day, which was May 13th of 2019, and it almost blended in perfectly with the clouds. That was one of the reasons he put the arrow in, because you could easily see it before that. When it tilted, it almost looked like the other clouds down below. And the space station's a little over 200 miles up above the Earth. So, you know, underneath this thing, as you're going to see here in a minute, it looks like to me it's jet black. See right there? See how very black that is? So at night, wherever this thing may be, if it were in the night skies of Earth, you probably wouldn't see it, because the underside of this thing, if it were flat, is jet black. So interesting observation here, no doubt. And here I'm also running gamma tests on it, light tests, brightness, color, and it definitely responds to the gamma corrections and stuff like that that I apply to the photograph. So yes, there was definitely something in the sky on that day, May 13th of 2019. above the Earth, below the space station, observed by my UFO story. His name's Russ. So thank you, Russ, for sharing. Awesome observation. And like I said, you can find the link to the original video linked below in the description box. I've got some more photos here. You can see this thing up close, whatever it is. Could be a new docking system for the International Space Station. Here it is on its side. And like I said earlier, the bottom side of this thing is black. So in a night sky, you wouldn't see it. You would have no clue it was there. Here it is a little farther away. Looks like there it's above maybe Spain or Northern Africa. Plain as day. There's definitely something there on that day. Again, May 13th. Of 2019. Here we've got some new sky phenomena photos that have been sent in recently, and I'm working on many, many more. REXBURG, Idaho, sent in by C10 Syndicate, of a lenticular cloud that had a reddish color to it. This has been color enhanced just a little bit, but it looks like a disc. Chris B from Texas, of a big beam in the sky, and on top of it, a rainbow. Probably a full rainbow, we just can't see the rest of it. VICKSBURG, Mississippi, DUSTIN T, of a partial rainbow that definitely doesn't look like a sundog. Jose G from Fort Stewart, Georgia. Beautiful sunset. LENA M from Ireland, out above the sea. Sun rays coming through the clouds all by themselves in one little area. Everything else looks like it's getting ready to storm, and you've got beams coming through that one little hole right there. And here's the storm clouds as they're rolling into Ireland. Morris, Illinois, sent in by Lori A, of some clouds that were illuminated that night in the dark sky. Paradise, Texas, sent in by MARITHA G, of some sort of an object that was tumbling through the sky. Nicholas, I'm not exactly sure of the location, but these clouds are quite exceptional. They look much like these here, taken by Lissette B from Bronx, New York. Look at that. Looks like a big ship going over the Bronx. But they're kind of like the same color and texture as the ones that Nicholas took. Scott B, full moon from behind some tree leaves. Another full moon by BRADLEYL. Carlsbad, New Mexico, Robert F. Spectacular sky. Clinton, New Jersey, sent in by Dave W, of a very strange roll cloud up in the sky that's kind of going at an angle. This one here, let me pause it for a second because I don't know where it's at. I don't know exactly what's going on here. It was sent in by Isabel, and it didn't have any description whatsoever. So I'm just going to kind of go out on a limb here and say that this is possibly a transformer or some sort of a electrical malfunction after a storm. See the sparks and stuff over there? Look at that. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but it reminds me a little bit of a transformer kind of going haywire. Green Valley, Arizona, sent in by Jason, of some storm clouds with a rainbow and a rain shaft there. And here's a panoramic view of the same scenario we just saw. Great photograph. Melbourne, Florida, Jason G, of a big old beam in the sky. How about that? Karen out of Washougal, Washington. Double sunbeams coming down through the clouds. INEZ from Germany. I showed this yesterday of this trapezoid-looking feature in the sky. Can be from Connecticut. Noticed a heart-shaped cloud in the sky. How about that? MR Lex 26 of some very ominous low-looking storm clouds. Louis A from Las Cruces, New Mexico, of a cloud and a lightning bolt coming down to the ground. Nickus High Notes of a beautiful orange red colored sky. Johannesburg, South Africa. Titus O noticed a square cloud in the sky. Nick S from Tucson, Arizona. Big triangle shape up in the sky. And also noticed a double rainbow that was infiltrated by lightning. Not only once, but twice. This one here is incredible. Look at that. Ohio, Karen R. Just an amazing photograph from Ohio. Really, really cool. San Antonio, Texas, Belinda V of some storm clouds that were coming down out of the sky. Looked like they were almost going to touch the ground. Irene from Phoenix, Arizona. Noticed these very ominous looking clouds of, embedded in a storm that went through on November 6th. And K. Fett noticed the same storm cloud on the same day and took nearly the same photograph. Look at that. Unbelievable. And there were some storms on that day in the North Phoenix area. Not only in North Phoenix, but down around Tucson. You saw the rainbow and lightning from Nick. Southeast Michigan, Lisa M. took some photographs of what looks like a big rib cage up in the sky. Big beam coming up through the middle of maybe a giant spider. I don't know. You can go 100 different ways with that. But she was compelled to take many pictures of these storm clouds, even a small video as she was trying to drive down the road. Something very unique during a storm. Marilyn from Texas. Looks like the profile of somebody's face at sunset. How about that? That is awesome. Great job. And here the clouds are pulling away as the sun rises. And you can still kind of see the profile over there on the right. Scott H. from Newfield, New York. Of some cotton ball clouds up in the sky. In Stone Mountain, North Carolina, Tilt-A-Whirl Girl. Big halo around the sun. Jan B. of yet another halo around the sun, or at least a partial halo with a nice little feature on the top. And then here from Seymour, Missouri, Melody C. of some mammatus clouds right after a thunderstorm that went through the state of Missouri. And if you guys have photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All the photos end up at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery. Sometimes I will use the photos in a video slideshow like you just saw there. Don't forget to check out the new calendar for 2020. It's a Sky Phenomena photo calendar. You click on the white banner at the top of the website. Takes you to a landing page where you can order your very own good quality Sky Phenomena calendar. It's not made out of paper. It's made out of photo paper. There's also some shirts and a coffee mug down below the calendar on the same page, and they will mail the items directly to your home. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day and be safe out there.